It was cold outside. What's up, you guys? Chet-Guthrie, the Dream Poet here. Coming to you all with the second video of 2025. And as promised, I'm beginning my journey to see all 59 Tennessee state parks. And the first one that we are starting out with, you guys, is none other than my favorite, or one of my favorite Tennessee state parks, and that is Fort Loudoun. If you all are curious what Fort Loudoun was, well, this sign explains a little bit of it. Fort Loudoun played a significant role in helping Great Britain secure the Trans-Appalachian region from France during the 7 Years' War. Or, as it is known in America, the French and Indian War. As the first planned British fort in the Overhill country, Fort Loudoun for a while helped ally the powerful Cherokee nation to the English cause and block further French penetration of the area from the west. And that only just summed up a little bit of it, but Fort Loudoun was established in the 1750s, between 1756 and 1757, in order to build that alliance with the Cherokee nation. Now, there were some things that went wrong. A lot of distrust, a lot of abuse of power, especially with what was going on in the South Carolina colonies. And it led to a 6-month standoff at Fort Loudoun, where no colonists could leave. And if they tried to, Cherokee warriors would come out of the woods and they would kill them. Now, eventually it did come to a surrender. But as they led these people out into the night, these colonists, many people say that they were all killed in their sleep, and not many people know what happened. Some of them are believed to be sold into slavery, or assimilated into the Cherokee nation itself. But this visitor center and this fort, it tells a bit more on it. So we're gonna go inside, we're gonna check it out. I'm not sure if y'all can tell. There's some snow, and I definitely want to get inside. My hands are freezing. This is always a really cool sight to see. This is at the beginning of the visitor center, but this is a small research library. Looks like they have it closed off as of right now, but I do believe you can go in there from time to time. And if y'all are curious, this is what the fort looks like. If y'all have never been to Fort Loudoun, and an interesting thing about this fort is when the Little Tennessee River was dammed, they elevated the original foundation by about 13 feet. So 13 feet below this recreation was the original foundation. And they also have a really, really cool gift shop here. I do believe that they have newer stuff compared to the last time I was here. For example, look. They have handmade soap. And they have candles too. Looks like the Candleberry Company, Tennessee whiskey. Above that, looks like they've got a pin of some sort. Powder horn, about $17.99. Looks like they've got some various books as well. And obviously, since it is early January, they still have not taken the tree down yet. But still, pretty festive. I imagine that tree's going to come down soon. Look at these mannequins. Looks like they are about to dance. Maybe they're in each other's arms, I guess. And now here's something really cool that I don't think a lot of people realize, but this is an original map of what the colonies look like. Of course, now Florida was well, run by the, or not run, but owned by the Spanish at the time. Then you've got the colony of Georgia, you've got Virginia, which was all of this, but the North Carolina territory, that became Tennessee and, well, North Carolina. But this kind of gives you an idea of what things looked like way back when. And did I mention that they have a really awesome visitor center here? And since this was an excavated site at one point, this is some of the stuff that they have found. Like these pintles. They have some axe heads that were found. They got shutter hooks, an iron brace, strap hinge fragments. And they've got some more stuff right here. They've got old bottles, a sad iron. That's quite literally what it's called, a sad iron. Yeah, this is just some of the stuff that they found here at the Fort Loudoun site. Pottery and some other things. And also they have some cattle bones. Cattle that would have been eaten here at the fort. Some of the stuff that have been found, like fishing hooks, meat skewers, other cattle bones, and even, well, chicken bones too. And over here they have an exhibit, or I should say a display, dedicated to Spain. As I was saying, La Florida was operated or run by Spain up until it was taken over. Well, maybe not so much taken over. I believe it was bought or transferred over. Anyway, Hernando de Soto, probably one of the most well-known. I did not realize that they had chainmail or stuff like that for a dog. But that is one really cool hat, though. But this explains the Mississippian world of 1540. This is what Hernando de Soto would have seen, the mound builders. In my Native American Heritage Month video, or in one of them, I covered some of those sites in the Chattanooga area. Then we have a conquistador uniform. They're telling what they saw way back when. And here's stuff that's more colonial, like fur trading, stuff that would have been traded between the Cherokee and the British. Some examples right here. I think that's a mock-up of beads, though. Although those beads can get pretty darn expensive. We have some replica pieces, some replica axe heads, just stuff that would have been around during the time period. And here in the center of it all, they have a diorama of Fort Loudoun. And by the way, we will be checking out Fort Loudoun here in a moment, because you can go in for free. And to me, that's pretty darn awesome. But I figured since we're in the visitor center / museum, we're gonna take advantage of the warmth. Oh wow, and they've got some more stuff right here. They've got some ladles like you would melt like iron. Well, not really so much iron. I think it'd be more like lead. Got a broad axe, shovel head. Of course, you know, horseshoes. Pretty darn cool stuff. And this is a diorama of another really cool thing that you can see here at the fort. But there is a spot that you can walk up on at the fort. Actually, I think it's only like one side that you can do it. We'll check that out momentarily. Oh, and this is cool. They've got a brass cannon right there. Oh, dude. Look how big that gun is. This is a wall gun. You would not want to be on the receiving end of that gun. Right beneath that is a cohorn. Official records indicate the presence of 2 small mortars of cohorns at Fort Loudoun. Huh. And they have a British mannequin, or I should say a British dummy. And they have a fake cannon right here. Although I think it's fake. I mean, it's metal. But I think we can go around this. I think we're going to see what's on the other end. Yeah, we can. Uh-oh. I think this was I want to say this was the original way you would walk to the fort, but I'm probably wrong. Of course, they've got some drums. Non-original. Replicas. Spittoons. It's not so cool that they have all of this here. Now, they do have a garrison weekend. I forget. I think it's sometime in December that they have the weekend. But I might do a vlog on it, maybe when it happens in the future. Yeah, we can go on the other end. To the other side. Oh, this is neat. This is why I like Fort Loudoun. They just have a really superb museum here. Like a really, really good one. This is interesting. Now, about 3-4 years ago, I went out to the Tellico Blockhouse. It was one of the first vlogs I ever did when I came back to Cleveland. And this is what it looked like. Now, at the time, I think it's still the same. They have where the rock foundations, and they have like one garrison tower. It's still really cool though. I mean, I suggest that if you're in the area, I suggest that y'all at least check it out at least once. But we got some pottery fragments and some more stuff. I think all this was found at the blockhouse. Wagon hardware and an old pottery vessel. But real quick, let's check out some of the stuff that they have in here. Got some more stuff that was found here. That's Cherokee ceramics. It's pretty darn cool. Well, now we gotta go back out into the cold. But let's check out Fort Loudoun. Ooh. Okay, correction. That was the original door that you could go out into. I mean, but still it's like 31 degrees outside. Fort Loudoun, constructed by the English in 1756 to help win the valley of the Mississippi. Captured by the Indians under French influence in 1760. Marked by the Tennessee Society of Colonial Dames of America in 1917. Nice way for an introduction. Now that is a big tree. I mean, that tree has to be at least 200 years old. Although, obviously it's not living anymore. Wonder if the park will do anything cool with it. We can probably just turn it into firewood. At least that's what I'd imagine they'd do with it. Here we are at the entrance of Fort Loudoun. And again, they still have some Christmas decorations out. See? Almost like wreaths. Okay, well, let's go inside. Obviously, that's a pretty nice windbreaker, the outside of it. Because obviously my face is cold. Out there, with no windbreaker, I can feel every inch of it. But in here, it's actually not too bad. But back to what I was saying, this is the spot that you can get on. Now, I do know that they do cannon demonstrations. I don't know when they do it. I mean, obviously, since it's off season, I kind of doubt that they would do anything. Probably when it warms up, they probably do something. Definitely doing something when it warms up. Let's just check out some of the houses. Now, I don't know which ones are open and which ones aren't. I know when it's warmer, they keep some of these doors open and you can go inside, but oh no, we can go in. Oh nice. The lights are a new addition. So I guess this is where they would store ammunition, hand grenade shells, matches, stuff that they would need on the western frontier during the French and Indian War. Iron shot. I believe that would be, yeah, musket balls. Just everything that you would need. And I will say, the light in here, that's new. And they also have musket cartridges. But now let's go back outside. See what else they have. And it is very ominous out here. I guess I chose the right time, maybe the wrong time, because there is no one out here. It's just quiet. It's like the Cherokee have come through and they've taken all the colonists to a certain demise. It's quiet. Let's go inside the barracks. Yeah, near the height of the siege, men were boiling down their shoes and eating the leather. I mean, it got pretty bad there near the end of it. I know Lieutenant Desmarais, he was one that saw a pretty bad end. From what I understand, they cut his head off. Not a pretty sight. That's why I kind of think that it's unsaid, but I just have a feeling that Fort Loudoun is haunted. In the comments below, if anybody's ever had like a paranormal experience here, let me know. Because while we might be standing about 13 feet above the original, I mean, the land is still has blood, if you know what I'm saying. But it sure is nice in here. Well, as nice as it can be. I mean, it's still cold. Honestly not too bad. It's very quiet. Almost too quiet. Now, I want to say that all these barracks are the same, so we're not going to go in all of them, but it does give you an idea what housing at the time looked like. Again, it's just quiet out here. Oh, and look! Mistletoe! Although, I don't have me a girlfriend, so I mean, can't really use it anyway. This is a different barrack, or differently compared. Again, they have some Christmas candle lights. Oh, and that's neat. Look, the beds are filled with hay. This is neat. Okay, when I was here last, they had all this closed off because the wood was rotten. That was like back in 2016, 2017. So I got all this fixed. That is nice. It's kind of cool to walk across this. So it wasn't like this back when I last remembered. Looks like it just kind of seemingly stops right there. Maybe it all attached at one point. It's cool to see like how all of it just goes uphill like that. Now back down the stairs we go. Again, we have more mistletoe right there. I believe it's mistletoe. On the outside, we have a guard shack with a seemingly not so creepy mannequin or statue cut out standing right there. Just a little bit weird. But hey, I'm not complaining. What's in here? I forget. Oh, you got barrels. I think this is maybe where they stored wine, maybe water. I don't know. Maybe foods, I'm guessing. Yeah. Yeah, that's what it would have been. So I guess it just really depended on what you used or what you had. Like there's beef right there. Or beef? Yeah, beef. Beef and other goods. Or some boxed stuff. Like mustard, black pepper, brown sugar, whiskey, bacon and coffee, candles, bohea tea, and pigtail tobacco. I'm not sure if y'all can see it, but there is a little bit of snow outside. Yeah, it's just a little bit of snow. As of the recording of this video, it is it's Wednesday the 8th. Yeah, Wednesday the 8th. And in my neck of the woods, we're supposed to get a pretty heavy snow on Friday. Probably by the time that this video goes up, it will have probably happened or not happened. I mean, you can never be too sure with the weather. Huh. They've got some wood planks right here. Not sure what they would be using that for. What is in here? I kind of like it because it's catty-cornered. Oh, it's a grind wheel. Awesome. I mean, it's just out here. But regardless, that's cool that that's there. Looks like it's mostly a place of woodwork. Looks like they would store stuff right up there. Don't know really what they would store. Let's get out here. Looks like this is a blacksmithing shop. Although Right, no blacksmith. I guess it would be used more in season when things warm up. Look how the wood was cut there. That's pretty darn neat. We got another one of these right here. Okay, my apologies. I thought that one that was at the top was the only one you could stand on. But there's multiple. That one's closed. This one's closed too. They even have the old school locks on it. So yeah, I have the entire fort to myself. And it is very eerie. I think this is just another barrack. Nothing really too special. Kind of dark though. Oh, look at that. Guess you could lay on that. Oh yeah, nice. You can. By the way, if y'all are curious, this is what I'm talking about with all the lights that you, or not really the lights on, but sunlight in it. How very interesting. Okay. What do we have here? Oh, that's nice. Check this out. You know, this would be nice if they had this going right about now. It would really warm the place up. It wouldn't feel so darn cold. But you know what? That's not the case today. And I want to say these buildings are new. Because last time they were here, or last time I was here, they were being either built or worked on, so I don't know what's inside of them. Oh, cool. More barracks. But this is a nice new building that they have, or I guess it would be new, or at least new in my eyes. Last time I was here, this was locked off and they were doing construction. It's pretty cool. And up there, I think those are just more barracks. So we are going to see some of the Cherokee recreations that they have here. They have some old Cherokee buildings, or what would have been Cherokee buildings of the time. It's right through this gate. Look, they also have another outpost to watch people going in and going out. No, and that's a sight that never really gets old. Just looking at all the barracks. Well, not the barracks. The wall that just stretches the entire perimeter of the fortification. That is so neat. And I know I say that a lot, but it is really, really cool to see something like that. Even though it's just a historical recreation. Now, I must admit, it is kind of hidden, but it gives you an idea of what Cherokee building styles were like back in the 1760s. Like, for example, look how they made the bark. I mean, that is some pretty good ingenuity, if you ask me. They had river cane beds, place where you would sit around the fire, warm up, or have council meetings. stuff that would have taken place during the time. Looks like somebody had a fire in here not too long ago. Yeah. Just a marvel, just a building marvel in itself. What life was like about 200-300 years ago. Again, just look at that roof. That is really cool how they did all that. Now let's go in this one. Looks like it would definitely be way warmer than here outside. I think this would be the recreation of a council house. Maybe. Probably not. Well, anyway. Place for the fire. It would be way warmer if they had that right about now. Probably way more smoky too. They do have a hole right there, so I imagine they would be okay there. And I will say, I believe this is going to be another vlog for another day. We have seen just about everything there is to see, or at least the main parts of Fort Loudoun State Historical Site. Hope y'all enjoyed it. This is one of my all-time favorite Tennessee state parks. And for a really long time, it was my favorite. But Rock Island State Park kind of changed that. But anyway, guys, remember, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon. Always means a lot. Goes to show that y'all care. That y'all want to see more awesome videos like this. So without further ado, you guys, see y'all in the next one.